Alright, I feel there's been some rust in my brain. Can someone remind me what the fuck happened 2 weeks ago?
We did scenes.
We did
Bunch
all
of
of our little,
scenes.
yeah.
We did our little scenes. That was one part, and I think they did the main reveal of or Sasa and Pastor did the big reveal of all right, here's what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
We also started work on the Infinity Halberd.
Oh no, you finished it.
Oh, they finished it? Never mind.
Yeah, they finished it. It was just that. That was it.
Yeah.
Usually,
You started
if
that
I'm not
the
there in
session
the scene,
before.
I just dissociate. I'm gonna be honest.
No, you're good.
I dissociate really hard.
I either try to, or else I'm completely listening to everything, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't like metagaming, so unless they another person tells me shit, I'm just gonna dissociate.
Alright.
I'm just forgetful, so.
Look, call me, call me.
Yeah.
Right, okay. That happened. Now I remember. And trade was made, although that might have been even earlier session. And you've made a decision. I think you made a decision that the call was to prepare for a trip, and then you are planning on going to the scrapyard, the Warforge scrapyard.
Yup.
Yeah.
The place that Pastor stumbled by during the time skip between the seasons.
Yes.
And speaking of those, sorry, beyond. Speaking of those, Pastor, would at any point in time, like maybe not like a singular stance, but like as a general. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Fucking hell, my brain is buzzing out. How much Pastor cares, or does he care at all about those warforged that he brought with him from that scrapyard? In terms of like, does he visit them often? Does he check up on them? Or it's like, okay, you've come to the city, I leave you in the good hands of blacksmiths here so they can repair you, and you do your thing.
I think during the time skip he would have checked in maybe twice a week on everyone. He would probably have he'd probably say once every few days to gather up and check in on each other. If there's anywhere that help can be went, they help each other out.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So if you are fine with it, because it kind of works for me, timeline wise, because from time to time they did mention something about their big brother.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you will be completely against it, I imagine a scene that as you are preparing to leave gathering stuff, they kind of notice that, and the smallest of those warforged that were brought with you, small but fierce, kind of glass cannon that this variant calls itself Nova, which I admit I have not made character sheet or NPC sheet for them, but the basic idea is they have 1 hit point, but they have 9th level guiding bolt at will.
Oh. Beautiful.
So that's why Nova. So they brother pastor, are you leaving to get our big bro?
If all goes well, I will return with more than just him.
Oh, okay. I don't think there's many else left, but hope never dies. At least that's what this city is teaching me.
Better to have hope. I will see if I can't bring at least a few others. Any amount of them would do the city well, I think. I think the city would do them as well. It's
Yeah.
suffocating.
The smiths here are nice. The old one is like this. Well, slash being say grumpy grandpa, but we don't really have grandparents, do we? Oh well, it's not something that bothers me.
I hope to see you on my return. Keep yourself safe, Nova.
Of course. I am safe here all the time and I'm keeping others safe. And as you continue doing your preparation, at some point, one of the plants that you pass by suddenly, like, not engulfs, twists and expands, and from it, Chivis steps out, carrying a familiar looking item. My creator, considering you are leaving on another trip, in case you might be planning on going to this place more than once, if you reach it, this should help in future endeavors. You probably already you should already know how this works, and essentially she gives you this time
Another,
two seeds.
Oh.
Just in
Okay.
case you find something else along the way that you will deem worthy to get like a fast travel point.
Okay. Nice.
Just it might be redundant to say, but remember to plant them in a proper place, and I'm not merely talking about the quality of the soil.
Of
The
course.
light emanating from it, my light, will be strong enough to deter the forces of darkness, but not everything if you were just to plant it in the open. But I am certain that you are smarter than this, my creator. She gives you she hands you the seeds and gives you a small smile, and then on her way out as she will be stepping into the plant and disappearing again. She will say, good luck with your endeavor.
May we slowly grow our light.
And disappears. And I believe everyone else already did all the things they wanted. So let's put the one of the mechanics I made to the test. See how's that gonna work, because you will be going on a journey that will take you multiple pulses, and as explained by the basic idea of the exploration mechanic, obviously you would be having encounters along the way, but considering the potential levels of creatures, it would be more tedious to play out the entire journey. So there are two main things to take care of. Alright, actually, sorry. Fuck. Before we get into the exploration thing, you would be, because I assume you would be checking up with Captain and basically like getting yourself some supplies before you venture. Actually, I think that's what you were doing. Getting supplies, I think, was mentioned on the previous session or something like that. Okay, so considering the target of the journey and the suspected length of it, of course, everyone gets their light steed amulet. I mean, I say amulet, but you know, it's basically the like whatever small item that you have with your person.
1 second.
Yeah, you get enough rations to last you at least like for one way.
Alright. So I might need to worry about rations on the way back then?
Yes, it is assumption that you will have to like look for something or hunt something along the way, or probably on the way back. Not the entire way, but like.
Is there edible food out there? Like, can we find like a
Yeah,
dead animal that doesn't have like horrible rotted flesh?
Yeah, it is possible.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna be eating a lot of stew on our way back.
I'm
Of
trying
just
to
boiled bones.
I'm trying to remember, but I think I think during the first season I mentioned that I think like regular wildlife does exist.
Yeah, I think you did say something to that degree.
I might have even like mentioned specifically like Ruby as a inspiration. That sure the world has full of Grimm, but you can still get like regular animals.
So I'm the scout, I guess. Smiles.
Before we get to rolls, let me. Okay,
I
so
read it all.
Podcasters. That's. Sorry, it completely escaped my mind for this session. But I figure out, oh hey, you would be getting supplies before. Okay, I think that's the extent of the supplies you will be getting.
And I assume the greater mana potions are for level 3 spell slots?
Okay, so the greater mana potion allows you to regain either 1 4th level or 2 3 level.
What's that? Very good
Ooh.
shit.
That's pretty good. That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking stock up
That's
on
very
those.
good for me, someone who counterspell everything.
Yeah. Literally everything gets counterspelled.
Yeah, you don't cast fucking spells. Only we cast spells, bitch.
Shadow Wizard Money King.
Shadow Wizard Money King. We love casting spells.
Nah, man, I'm out here casting incantations and miracles.
Yeah, as a reminder, taking more than 1 mana potion, regular mana potion, does provoke saving throw.
Yeah.
I'll describe what the hell. Fucking it, sorry, I'm yawning so much. Bit tired. Suppose. Okay. So, throughout all of you, do you think you have any abilities slash magic or anything that can be applied for a prolonged period of time to assist you in your journey? And when I say prolonged period of time, I don't mean haste, because that's, minutes. I'm talking about stuff that can work for hours. Like many hours.
Let me look.
Let's
Give me.
Captain
a
ain't here. You don't have
look-see.
to say that.
I mean, I have. Let's see. What we got?
I ain't got shit. But how fast is our steeds are like 120 feet, aren't they? Or something.
They're like 100 feet, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have forbiddance.
Forbiddance? Oh my. Okay.
That's
That is certainly a long one.
I can ritual cast that. Just carve a trail of forbiddance across the wasteland.
Technically, I could, if we're going through an area with like mental activity, I can cast Thought Shield and upcast it for all of us.
Can you learn Pass Without Trace?
I cannot. It is only for
Okay.
rangers, I believe.
And I can't swap spells unless I level up to Ranger, which ain't happening. So.
I should probably remove my
Um,
exhaustion.
Yes. I do
Probably.
have Tiny Hut, which lasts 8 hours.
Oh no!
So...
Shadow has made a specific call out to Magic Hut that enemies
Yes,
can
he
help
says
with
that it can be countered, but that doesn't mean I can't use it. Like I can still
Oh,
use
of course.
it. We can just do
Yeah.
watches on
Can
the
you-
inside. That's all it means.
I was
We
gonna
just do
say,
watches, yeah.
does anyone is Rope Trick only a Ranger spell too?
Is which one?
Rope Trick.
Rope Trick. Let me
Yeah,
look.
because you could cast Hut in the Rope Trick, and then it would be pretty much one of those like
pretty
well,
crazy.
eh,
You don't even need to do that with rope trick. You can just close the door.
that works
Yeah.
too.
Just not let like the caster chooses who gets in with rope trick. I think so.
I've never used Rope Trick, so that's why I'm like, oh, oh, it's only 1 hour though. That's it. That's
Do I have? Let me check the cleric spell list. I might have something that
It's
I can
Artificer
learn.
or Wizard.
Oh,
So
Let's
I
see.
technically could, but again, I can't take it right now. So
that's
I
well,
can't
no,
just
we're in a,
change
yeah.
it. Unless
we're in a
unless I
village and you could pay
go buy
someone.
a spell
Yeah.
scroll of it.
Let's see.
Well, no, can't you learn a spell in 5e and it costs like there's like a 5e spell mechanic to learn spells.
Yes, but it takes time. If I have a
like
scroll,
a-
it's much faster.
I know, but
Yeah.
isn't it like an hour in time? Like
It
not
takes.
long?
It would take. Let me see. Spell scroll.
Because I
Spell.
know the wizard
If
that's really good
you're-
at it learns it in minutes.
Yeah, I think for a normal wizard, it's like an hour, and then at least, and then it's plus for like a level or so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which
let me see.
isn't bad.
I put it in
Like-
chat if you are thinking about the same thing.
Process takes 2 hours. Yeah. So the thing
only 2
with
hours.
with this is that it's like a set thing. It's just 2 hours, no matter what the scroll level is, which is really
Okay.
nice. So I can just be like, yoink.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which
Or
is very
so-
nice.
I was gonna say the only people that we that have a reason to dump money into at this point is Dolan and Ibram.
Yeah.
Like, none of us need money.
We are aesthetics.
Well, sure, but also city that we can't buy shit in, and it
Yeah.
makes more sense to just.
I don't think I've touched Pastor's money since the start.
Looks at you with eyes like I want to buy
I'm
scrolls,
looking at
please.
your character. Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Let's
I used
see.
my money to buy like I think
Let me
something
see,
stupid.
yes.
I forget what it was.
What's Kassoon? Shadow. Would it be possible for me to buy a spell Scroll of Rope Trick, which is a 2nd level spell?
Sure, no problem.
Because it lasts an hour, so that's kind of the whole thing with it. Spell Scroll level 2 is going to be 150 plus the 100.
Does Sasa have the best survival after
They're an
promo?
int. They're an int
Oh,
caster.
okay. So is that
Yeah.
Pastor or Winona?
Yeah.
Because it makes more sense for my character to be perception based in this.
My survival is a 5. It's just a +5, baby.
Yeah. I mean, we
Okay,
can
I'm
ask,
not a nature.
Who has the
person.
second best perception then?
I mean, we can ask if we can do multiple things.
I know. Well, it says on the thing.
Oh, it says only one person can
Yeah,
do
there's a
one
primary
thing?
and secondary
Ooh.
operator. The primary does the main role, secondary does assistance. So that's why it's
Well-
like what? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I can assist in a sense because I can learn the spell Find the Path, which is just like GPS. What's the fastest way to get there?
The
The most
thing is,
direct
Yeah.
path.
Since it
Yeah.
talks about traps and ambushes, I have a +9 to investigation plus advantage.
I have
So
15
if I can do that,
and advantage. And that's why I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, that's why I was looking at, like, yeah, I think I'd be the scout, guys.
Okay. Well,
Bro
It's
is
either I'm the
Yeah,
scout or the
okay.
trailblazer.
I don't really, as a cleric, I don't really got spells to help with travel, so
Yeah.
like literally, I've looked through the entire clerical spell list of spells that I can cast.
this where we
I have
abandon the
2,
idea?
and it's like clairvoyance, divination, and find the path. Basically, that's it.
How long's find the? Is it literally just?
Find the
Do you know
path
the
is,
direction?
I think, until I get there. I think it's like 24 hours. so it's pretty chill.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yes. It is.
Yeah.
Very
It's
much.
literally just you ask God for directions, and he's like,
I mean-
"Here's the most direct route. Go this
That
way."
is a straight line. Take it.
Yeah,
here you go,
yeah.
little fucking bitch baby who don't know how to work roads in a
It's,
map.
yeah. Go walk this way.
It's
I
a
just realized
fucking.
something,
It's a
guys.
quest arrow.
It's
Ooh.
literally just like the equivalent of in a Bethesda game, just following your compass marker in a straight line.
Okay, luckily Marshall is everything, but I was gonna say, is any of us good at acrobatics? Like,
Uh,
I'm not. I'm
oh.
whatever I meant.
I've
Right,
got
acrobatics. A plus
I've got
3.
a-
personally.
I got a +1.
Got a plus
I got
2.
I got a +2, guys.
Well, luckily athletics is the second thing, and that's just Ibram. So slaps him on the shoulder, like he's got
I
it.
You got this.
I think just to be sure, just for redundancy's sake, the list of those skills is like, I'm not gonna ask you to roll all of them every time. It's
Oh,
possible
we didn't
that
figure it.
that might. I mean, it sounded like you wanted. Oh, we need to roll every like that person.
No. I'm asking in each field what sounds like best. That's why I was just throwing the question because I realized my character isn't good at acrobatics, and I don't think anyone has ever posed to do an acrobatics check. So it was just the simple case of, is that
Okay.
our blank spot for our skills? But no,
Yes,
I figured I literally figured that because it has a list of skills, we would choose one of those when doing the check. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's yeah. But
I mean-
To
that's
answer your
where.
question, yes, that is our blind spot. We have no good dex people in this entire
Yeah.
group.
Whoa! It's like a 2, kind of.
Yeah, a 2. A fucking 2.
I have a ranger with 2.
I can be our light keeper. I have high arcana,
Mm-hmm.
so there's that.
That's true.
Y'all can figure
I
out the
can also
rest.
do
I'm
that.
keeping my spot.
No, I got my spot.
I'm just, I could be the GPS.
Alright, I forgot.
There you go. We got
fucking-
GPS.
The fucking lightkeeper should also have medicine as an option.
In
Well,
that case, I should
I
probably
don't
do that.
have
I've got
that.
In that case, I should do that. I have a
Oh.
fucking +10 to medicine.
I mean, we have a secondary operator, so you could be our secondary light keeper operator. Thoughts?
Yeah.
And I could be the secondary trailblazer because I have nature. Yeah, kind of, a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of works.
How'd we get sent to the first page? Ah, okay.
Okay, so we can.
Get fucked, players. Hey.
Look
I'm so sorry.
So we can look
A
it
joke.
down.
Can we take skill expert before we go on our big trip as a feat?
So you can take what?
It's you like 2 or 3 skills. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What if we just hire some rube and they
Oh,
just do
yeah.
it?
Well, no, well,
There's
how many
some
skills are there?
rogue in the
1, 2,
party.
3,
We
4,
could.
Hey, who know that guy from Thief? Get him in here.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh fucking god.
This might have been a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I said earlier, like, do we just like reconsider not even fucking leaving the City of Hope and just being like, well, shit happens, we'll just take things as they come. Because
Well,
judging by
I
this,
mean-
no matter what, we're gonna have an encounter. Like,
We'll find out how bad it is. It'll be fine.
I don't think it's gonna
survive an encounter.
guys, I'm not worried about the badness. I mean, I don't know how many times I almost died as Silas or as in this. I'm just saying, like, the death aspect isn't the problem. It's just the whole act of attrition kind of thing.
I got a backup character. I'm good. Let's go.
We can't make backup characters. We all die or fucking nothing
Yeah,
happens. It's-
if we have another party that we need to bring in, I got a backup
No,
character.
I mean, I remember, I'm pretty sure Shadow said literally our campaign completely ends if we all die too. Yeah, like, yeah,
Wait.
it's either we win or lose. That's it.
I'll put him back in the folder of many characters, I guess.
Nah. No matter how much they deny it, one of us could still just die in a cutscene moment, and then we'll have to fill a slot, okay? Someone's gonna do something off by themselves that'll affect no one else,
Is this
and they'll
Copium?
just
Is this
die.
copium?
I like the implication that someone else in this group, their
Mm.
character dies, and then I am playing two characters.
Exactly. We just need to fill.
I've done it before. It's fine.
I mean, also, if
Yeah.
the role is situational, wouldn't it? Well, okay, never mind.
I'm ready. I'm ready to die. Well, except for
just
the
go
plate.
then.
I'm ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I need to like write it down because my brain is passing out and I just don't remember. Okay, so who is Trailblazer?
Winona.
GPS. Yeah, yeah.
I am the secondary role to that.
Scout is Raikomo.
Yep.
Anyone taking the role of Lightkeeper?
I am
Uh,
Lightkeeper.
Okay, cool. Should I like take second Lightkeeper then?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right.
We need a second for Scout as well.
Has JP been muted? Or, no.
Lily might be dead.
I got fucking lost in the entire conversation, so I
Oh,
was like, I wait
okay.
until people finish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Is it though?
And when I said
Sorry.
And I said that this might have been a mistake, perhaps, yeah, because it was like a complete beta test thing. So I'm not considering like keeping it against all will. Like, if it doesn't work in practice, I can just like delete it away.
We should at least try it.
Just wanted to give it a try. But I think my idea was that, although I probably didn't make it too clear, that if you like decide to take a B like secondary, you can't be primary in something else. It's like you need to like commit
Then
to one thing.
I'll just take the primary then for Lightkeeper then. Sorry.
It's fine. I reading through that. I don't think I made it that clear.
I
It's okay, I
forgot
also
to
have
apply
literacy
the
problems, so-
Background skill proficiencies. Pastor now has proficiency in intimidation and survival.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, so I have Winona, Raikomo, Dolan, Pastor. What are you thinking about? Being second Lightkeeper?
Yeah.
To grant advantage? Okay. Okay, anyone takes Marshall?
That's Ibram.
Ibram.
Big boy.
Okay, 1, 2.
He likes to know that he's doing his best at things he's really good at, which is
3,
perfect for that position. Because I think most of the checks for him are stuff he has, right?
So...
Yeah, he has all that
Me-
shit.
Oh,
It's
so
like,
for
literally
performance.
everything.
Yeah.
What is left?
Secondary rules if you want to grant advantage to anyone.
The only one that has a secondary right now is Lightkeeper. So if you want a secondary for any of those, feel free.
I think I'll secondary on the martial then, because I have pretty decent dexterity.
Gotcha.
Also because gun.
Gun.
Ooh, fair. That's scary.
right.
This
Looks
cat
like
doesn't know what
a
personal space
knife.
is.
Okay.
What the? God damn it.
Yep.
All right, so okay. As the party ventures forth from the city of hope into the cold, unforgiving sea of darkness, let's see what the dice will say. Okay, starting with Winona, Astral Blazer, one that will carve the path and also make sure that everyone remains fed.
Yeah.
I think this is like the first test. Which one of the four options want to use? Unless you have like even completely different idea apart from the ones that
mean, I find the path, which just tells me which way to go is most direct. So I don't know if I need to roll. I could still make one if you want, but
yes, this is basically it's like a skill check, and finding the path is like one thing, and like being
Knowing where to
survivalist and
go.
forager is a
Yeah.
second.
okay.
I was thinking about it more like knowing where to go is very different of like knowing how to cross to that place. Right, coming back to that Skyrim reference, like the arrow points somewhere, but there's a fucking mountain in the middle. Like you still have to find a way across the
Walk
mountain.
over it. We got spectral horses. Just
90-degree
walk right
horse
over it.
time.
Yeah.
Mm,
You never
Damn
not jank
horse.
your way up a mountain with a spectral horse? Come on,
Yeah, I
guys.
did, but that still takes some time, you know.
Yeah, those suckers can go vertical. All right, what are my options again? I've lost the fucking resource. There it is.
So survival, nature, intelligence, wisdom.
I'll just do a. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'll just do the flat wisdom.
Right,
Roll
so
me
this
that
will
wisdom.
be. So for this would be saving throw.
Wisdom save. All right. I'm pretty good at these. As I roll an 8, but.
Right. Okay, so that's for Nona. Okay. Alright, come on for scout. Which role you'll be doing?
Yes, perception, if that's fine.
Yep.
Let's see. I roll at advantage because I got funny goggles on.
He got them goggles.
That should be advantage. So I'm gonna. Why is that? I'm gonna roll once more. This fucking why? It's 22.
All right. The goggles, you mean the ones?
I'll pop them for you. Hopefully, if they'll. Eyes of the eagle.
All right, that thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right. That's that.
She's a cutie.
All right. As Dolan is the primary or lightkeeper. Yeah, you can make your roll, Dolan. I assume you will focus more on Arcana.
Yes. And since I have a secondary, I get to roll with advantage, right?
Yes, you are being provided.
Fucking forgot to hit the fucking button. Sorry. I'm dumb.
Now you're clearly gonna roll with deception, right?
I actually have a +4. My charisma is 18. So, but not the best.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then for Ibram, I assume you want Ibram to roll with athletics.
Yes, please. I can pull him up.
I already clicked it.
I'll pull him up in case I need it later. I just will.
Okay.
And he has advantage because Lily is their secondary.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, my cat doesn't know boundaries and he's all over my face.
Alright. 19 it is. Okay. Alright. With those checks, over the course of multiple pulses that more or less coalesce into around 9 to 10 days, because it's around 24 pulses to get to the scrapyard. However, obviously it only assumes like constant walking, but you also have to take rests along the way, because you are not immune to exhaustion, or well, your bodies do have their limits. However, with successes all around the board, as the DC for this skill challenge trip was 18, you were able to progress with sorry, brain's spazzing out. You are able to progress with great efficiency. Ibrahim, as the largest, most hulking fighter of the group, utilizing his impressive physique to deal with whatever enemies came your way. In case you had to fight, there are plenty of situations during the days where you were able to just outrun your foe and simply not be bothered by it. But when push comes to shove, Ibram is the leading figure in terms of combat, making sure that everyone else obviously still assisting, but they don't. But they can assist while maintaining their own safety. And while Dolan is Dolan and Pastor, and Dolan and Pastor utilizing their magical prowess. Dolan from making sure that the light is kept on, that the magics they utilize ensure the darkness doesn't swallow you, while Pastor provides even more assistance on the medical field. Yeah, you both yeah.
I look more and more like Pastor, because when he's using his divine soul side of himself, his eyes glow like thaumaturgy. We're both just glowing eyes over here.
This party does a lot of glowing, I notice.
we glow a lot, yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of glowy stuff.
Very bioluminescent, very demure.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Party's like a fucking going to a rave. Everyone's got
Yeah.
goddamn glow sticks.
I'm the rave grandpa. I'm on the way.
The rampa.
Making sure everybody has their water.
Yeah. The light of your successes ensure that the entire group remains in good health, and being away from their home for not for Pastor, but for at least some of you, this getting to that scrapyard will be most likely the furthest you have been away from home. But you do not dwell too much on that, as the light of your group remains strong and pure. So not only your bodies remain healthy and hale, but your minds as well.
Yippee, no mental illness yet.
And then
We're not crazy.
and then in regards to rebels and scouts, because on that front mean that yes, you do not waste additional time, and you do not take a bad route. You do not have a dead end, or you do not go where you shouldn't. You basically avoid unnecessary complications, even though sure there are some encounters along the way. After all, this is the world devoured by darkness, so there are just enemies more or less everywhere, just with varying degrees of intensity. It's kind of like, I haven't watched the later seasons of Walking Dead, but the vibe is that there's like one scene where two characters are talking, like not in the safety of the like settlement, but like having heated discussion in the wilds, and there's like in the background you can see like zombies shambling about, and they are like not really bothered by it, even though they know they are there, but
Background threats.
yes, yeah, pretty much like the success on this front mean that yeah, we as players see various threats in the background, but yeah, they remain background. Pretty much thanks to the group with those successes working like a efficient machine. Suppose I should. I should say. And while during the journey, this few days, there are some leftover ruins here and there, a wall or two remaining from a tavern, or what I think was a tavern. However, apart from making sure that they are not ambushed by anything, your resident scout is able to pick out along the way, like it would be up to you if you decide to investigate now or in the future. It's able to notice locations that were not and are not swarming with the creatures of the dark, and they fell into ruin as everything, but the first glance of it well, looking at the like leftover the ruins, it doesn't give you the vibe that that it was done by the usual suspects. I mean, if you wish, I mean, unless you like decided to completely like bypass it and it's like, oh hey, this place is cool, and just go ahead. If you decided to like just hold off here for a moment, perhaps you can work it in fluff-wise narration that maybe it was a place that it was like a good spot to consider long resting during your journey. If you decided to hang around this place, you would be open to have be able to use investigation checks, I suppose, unless if
We
there's
do
like
be good at those.
if there's like a more than one person being able to do them, like good
Yeah,
at
me
them,
and
apart from Dolan.
me and Samal has a better one than even me. So. Yeah,
No, I
me
only
and
have
Samal.
5. I have a better passive.
Okay,
Oh.
well.
I know. I'm bad at compliments.
It's fine. +5 and +9, that's pretty good, though. That's pretty good, right? Looks at the camera, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
You do you.
Should I make a check?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. I think it's alt. Is it alt? Right? First advantage?
I'm always forgetting. It's either
Let us
shift
see.
or
And
alt.
find out.
Ah, yes.
Hey,
Shift.
Doubles, roll again.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hey, double
Double roll again.
roll
Oh.
again.
Nice fucking roll.
I mean, you got 15.
yeah. it
30
is
on the
roll.
dice, rolling 2 15s.
All right, as the others are establishing defensive perimeter / scouring the area in search of anything useful or big. From what I want to say, establishing like camp, but I think at least one of you have access to a spell that pretty much means, oh, we just hide under like dome and
Yeah, it's also me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while the others are busying themselves, like securing the perimeter and keeping an eye on, like, watch your back, Dolan, kind of in his mind's eye, tries to investigate this crime scene, air quotes, and
Hell yeah.
try to imagine from the various clues and leftovers, some of them, well, pretty old.
Doing the
Turns
Sherlock
out-
Holmes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Conceptualization.
yes, Sherlock Holmes, exactly what I was thinking about. Figure it out, and with a 24, that's enough of a success to realize, rather, that what the most probable scenario of what happened is that this place has not been destroyed by the Legions of Darkness. As Dolan is able to determine what most likely happened, considering the age of some of the marks, the leftover, like, not body parts, but like bones, it's most likely that the servants of the gods have been, when the war erupted, the Legions of Darkness came forth to start devouring the world. There must have been someone, a group of someones that deemed the gods responsible, and through the gods, their priests. And as this was a church and a temple, most likely a lynch mob has formed, and they slaughtered the priests here and razed the temple down.
He's just talking out loud as he's noticing the different clues. And then near the end, like, it's a bunch of random phrases and words that don't really, like, go together at all. And at the end, he's like, I see, a lynch mob.
Oh.
They slaughtered everyone.
And then he's like, that's actually quite sad. Yeah, they killed everyone here. Like, all of the priests, they blame them for the war, I assume. Also, side note, all of you should have 15 temp HP from my inspiring leader. Now, thank you.
I'm feeling temporary.
Feeling temporary and HP. But yeah, that's fucking cool. But also really sad. But also understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta find a way away from the bodies to ritually cast Tiny Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then
you are able to do so.
we can set up watches. Who wants to be first watch? Looks at the gang. We will need 4 watches.
You don't have to worry about
You
that.
don't have to do that? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, basically this was like a place of interest that happened along the way, your journey.
Okay.
And sadly, in regards to loot, this place had been ransacked and destroyed a long time ago. You imagine, like, we are talking multiple decades, like probably this has, as Dolan imagines, like happened around the time when where the war started. War of
So at
Dust.
least 100 years ago, right?
Yeah, more than that.
You
yeah.
just reminded me of something, Shadow.
Hmm?
Does Pastor still have 5? Yeah, Pastor still has 5 attunement items.
Yeah, I tried unattuning some things, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, I had the same problem. I have 4.
Let me check it. Hold on. Let me do something.
Mine seems to be working fine. I don't know.
Like-
Do you guys go to the part that says, or click on the sun, like when you?
Oh, now I
unclick the
can.
gear?
What? Huh?
Yeah.
I'm so
It,
confused.
might have
for a
been
long time,
a-
it wasn't letting me.
Eh,
Yeah,
It must have been a thing for like the update, maybe. I
Yeah.
thought they
I've been
put it up
doing
and then they
the
fixed
right
it
click
later.
thing this entire time, and it's only just now letting me unattune.
I had 4 attunement for a while
Oh
because
wait, hold on.
I was waiting to sell an item.
That's fair because I'm trying to unattune the glimmering moonbow and it doesn't
And
work on
now
me.
I can't unattune again. I was able to unattune one item, and now I can't. Huh?
Well,
And I wait.
Are
It's
you
the
doing
one
the
I
right
don't-
side, or you're doing the right side near your person, right?
I
Yes.
am on the item, right clicking it, and clicking on.
No, you left click. You just
Left
left click, and it'll take attune and then non-attunement. Like I did on my character right now. And like I can.
For one
like,
item,
on.
it doesn't work. Like for Crescent Eclipse, it works. But for the glimmering moonbow, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it seems like I'm trying to unequip the
Yes.
unattune the bracers right now.
Some items seemingly, from what I'm seeing on Buster Sheet, some items simply have like the attunement bugged.
Yeah.
Clicking on them just doesn't.
If I have it equipped, I have it attuned. Is how I've been playing it. So I currently have the shield, the wings, and the holy weapon.
So we
Because I
sneak.
just
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's
it's a freaking weird
No
thing.
system is perfect, I guess.
Yep. Oh well.
Yeah, system plus like
Yeah,
founder modifications and whatnot.
yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, as long as you remember what items you actually have attuned, I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Yep. I will always. It will always be the ones that I have equipped. I will unequip anything that I don't have attuned, basically.
All right. Okay. Right. I think I was gonna mention that in terms of loot, sadly, due to the passage of time, how this area has been ravaged, and most likely ransacked afterwards. This place has been like picked clean of items. Besides the fact that it's likely that there weren't many useful things being placed here. It's not a cathedral, it looked like your usual temple of worship. And considering the nature of the world, it's likely that places like this have existed there are many of those across the planet. Sorry, it's again, like in terms of my brain's buzzing out in the session.
you're good.
And whatever information stored on paper sadly didn't survive that long.
It's fine.
I figured after 100+ years,
Yep.
most paper would turn to dust by now.
Yep.
no proper lamination.
No,
Mhm.
ain't got lamination out here.
Yeah.
No plastic.
Yeah, unless it's sealed in a book, that paper turning back into dirt and then back into trees.
And for a second thing, because you along the way, which happens later, like 2 or 3 days later, after the church ruins, you think you are getting like this is reasonably close to the scrapyard. Probably this particular farmstead was procuring mostly procuring food for the workers, the scrapyard. And while the lack of light with the capital L, actually no, the lack of light doesn't matter. You're able to notice that despite the lack of attendance, the soil here must be pretty fertile, as you can see that the fields have been growing things. You imagine nothing specific because, well, there hasn't been here anyone that was able to like plant seeds. But it is clear that something can grow in here, which is like one of the two things that you notice without any check. The second one is that, well, the place didn't have any defenses built. You do not see any walls, any palisades. It's pretty much like an open area that you can walk right in. And sure, the buildings are worn down in various states of disrepair and ruin. And remind me, Dolan, how often, or rather how long did the thing from like protecting your thoughts, your mind lasts?
Oh, it lasts 8 hours.
8 hours, okay. And if you commit, you are able to like get this on like everyone.
How many people we got? I can do 1, 2. Who got a really strong mind that's confident in not going insane? Because one of y'all ain't gonna be protected from the mind shield.
I am.
Yeah? The pyromaniac? I don't think so. The pyro robot? I don't think I'm gonna let that one slide, my friend.
Are we talking sanity?
Yes.
No. Oh, sanity. Okay. I thought we were talking wisdom.
No. Well, it's Thought Shield, which helps protect against insanity and also mental intrusion.
I mean,
Like
I got
you
a
have to
plus.
choose to let something in, essentially, if
Yeah.
you have Thought Shield on.
I got a +2 for sanity.
I have a +3
Okay.
in sanity.
+3.
If it's
All right,
literally
you're going on the
sanity.
front lines.
Okay. I
Enjoy.
don't care if I fuck up either way, so it's all good.
Everyone except
Yeah.
Raikomo has Thought Shield on.
Shrugs.
We gotta have
Same,
one person be the
Aha.
guinea pig.
Oh god.
Yeah. Test the waters. How bad is it out there? Let's see.
How bad is it?
My guy doesn't
Like
even
pokes head
reflect on
once.
anything.
Before
Bad.
I describe what that 4 means, just taking a glance at the situation area, anyone wants, you can make an investigation check.
I want to do a little bit of investigating.
Basically gauging, like judging by how those buildings look.
Oh shit, I was muted. Can I help Dolan with the investigation?
Yeah, sure you can.
Nice. Thank you.
Right. So, without like going into any of the buildings, like basically scouting the area for any leftover like food signs, or just looking at any signs of combat and whatnot. Sure, like obviously some creatures of the dark have been passing here in more like recent years, decades, but the the general vibe of this area, and after considering how the buildings look, and the fact that without going in, but from like in one or two cases, you are able to spot like locked. Right, sorry. Like you don't even have to go into the buildings because two structures have like staircase down to the basement that is on the outside. That is locked. Like, I mean, sure, if you wanted, you would have been able to like force your way through. But yeah, they're like locked. Oh my god. Path is down to the basement, and the smell coming from them is it's not good. It's not the best. And the general vibe of this place is slightly creepy, as it seems like the creatures of the dark didn't slaughter this place. Like, you will find no dried blood marks, no bones, leftovers inside. Inside the buildings, but then I don't know, I like start to wonder, like, after a very long time, would you still be able to smell like right.
You're good.
So basically body dies, like, you know, decay, stench and whatnot, but then like enough time passes, and I was like started thinking, like, would it still
There'd be almost no traces now. Actually, in the dirt, a skeleton rots within like a year, I think it is. Breaks down. Above ground, it's even faster because more bacteria have access to it.
Yeah, depends on what kind of dirt. Depends on what kind of weather.
And humidity. Yeah.
Yeah. It's mostly the humidity. If it's dry enough.
TLDR, 100 fucking years.
100 years, there might not be much left, but there might be like some bone fragments.
Some dust and bone fragments would probably be the most you'd see.
Yeah.
Or if there's anything around that can stain that is protected from the rain, bloodstains would still be there if they're protected from the rain specifically.
Okay. Okay. So maybe instead of like thing like so no vibe of smell, but like pretty bad in regards to those closed doors, because like everything else is like left open. Assuming that even the locks would have been able to survive that long, but the passageways down into the basements have been locked from the inside. Like, there's no like lock left on the outside. And the group that has mind shield at some point closer towards the end of those investigation, you do not hear anything, but you can't shake off this like feeling that, like, you imagine your brain, your mind is like a, you know, surrounded by a dome, by a wall, but there's something scratching this wall from the outside. Like many small nails just scratching on it. And meanwhile, what Raikomo hears.
Oh no.
What Raikomo hears is a very young voice. Very young voice. Going on in his head. Hey. Hey, mister. Hey, mister. Do you wish to join us? To rest.
What time of the day or pulse is it?
I mean, there is no times of.
No, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. How's it been? How long has it been since doing this pulse and the next pulse?
They are like halfway through this particular pulse.
No, I'm fine. I don't sleep now. Just kind of keep staring into space.
At first you don't see anything, but then I imagine Raycom would be like more on guard.
No, he's just looking around. No, that's the thing. Raikomo doesn't actually. Okay, you know how Ibram is dumb in the aspect he just asks kind of weird questions? Raikomo's dumb in the fact that he doesn't actually reflect on anything. He lives purely on instinct. So,
Ryan
like,
it's not he's not like Ibram where it's just head empty. He's just smooth brained. Everything is in and then immediately out.
yeah.
In
Oh,
one
no.
ear,
The
out the
concept
other.
of time does not exist. I am a creature of the present.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
The smooth brained and the empty headed. we got the
What a
two
combo.
Yeah.
Oh. That must be nice. When the night came, our parents put us to sleep. But the night is still here. And we are still sleeping. And Raikomo, at the edge of your vision, like you think you spot movement to the side. And what we see standing close to, like, within, like, let's say Raikomo, like within 10 feet of him, are the two ghostly apparitions of children. They cannot be older than 10 years old, clad in their nightgowns, looking almost like brother and sister. The sister is holding a small doll of a. This doll could be like a bear doll, or just a
It's
doll, like,
Dugon.
or just a doll. It's
Dugon.
like, the doll doesn't really matter, and yeah, they look at Raikomu with wide sad eyes, and it's kind of hard not to notice that they are not bleeding, but it's hard not to notice that those ghostly apparitions have nasty wound on their necks, as if from having their throats slit.
I mean, I don't really have much to add on to that.
This is so great. Imagine, like, you're trying to make some guy go insane, and he just kind of stares at you.
Oh, blinks one
I
eye
love
and
this.
the other.
So what about that? Damn, that's crazy.
That's wild.
What's the fucking Zuko meme? That's rough,
That's
buddy.
rough, buddy.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Perfect.
My guy only cares about fucking plants, nothing else.
I don't even.
No
he doesn't
other
even care
knowledge
about
sticks in his
plants,
brain.
dude. Like that's the worst part.
I'm sure you have some knowledge trapped in there somewhere, but
Uh,
my man's running like a fucking 3 insight build in Bloodborne. He got no knowledge.
Looking around, can't see shit.
My guy at
So-
0 insight. Can't even buy from the goddamn
Captain.
creatures in the dream.
Hello, Cap. There I come over here. But this time, kinda layered voice, still like if seemingly those are persons speaking, but now at once. Someday everyone will have to sleep. Now, if you want to make another sanity roll, you can, but you can also either, as an alternative, make con save or wisdom save.
it's not really gonna do anything better. Like that's the funny part. But honestly, at this point, Raikomo's nodding. He's like, I mean, yeah, everything dies. We all die. That's how it goes.
Alright. Yeah, that's roll is good enough. You do not gain exhaustion levels.
Mhm.
Cool
And,
story. I'm gonna go to bed in a little bit.
yeah, and you are able to
I mean, they're ghosts, of course they